Now we are live. Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. And thank you for joining us, especially during Ramadan. Even in a month centered on reflection and restraint, the entrepreneurial spirit of Sindh does not slow down, it grows stronger. Today's session is about something truly historic. The Sindh Acceleration Program is a first of its kind initiative designed not just to support Sindh startups, but to uplift the Pakistan and Sindh startups to represent Pakistan at a global stage. This is not about early stage ideas. This is about scale, about access, and about an opportunity to those who deserve it most. This program was built for all, and especially women led startups breaking barriers, entrepreneurs from underserved and emerging communities from Sindh, differently abled founders whose ambition is far greater than the limitations imposed on them. If you are building something meaningful, impactful, and you are ready to grow, this platform was created for you. My name is Mohammad Talha, and I am Manager Incubation at IBA Karachi's Center for Entrepreneurial Development. Over the next hour, we'll be walking you through the Sindh Acceleration Program, what makes it distinct, who it is designed for, and how it is transforming the entrepreneurial ambitions into structured and scalable growth. To guide this conversation, we are honored to be joined by two leaders driving this initiative forward. Mr. Khizar Pervaiz, CEO of the Sindh Enterprise Development Fund, a government of Sindh initiative committed to strengthening SMEs, expanding access to finance, and driving enterprise led economic development across the Sindh province. Under his leadership, SEDF has championed ecosystem driven growth that prioritizes impact over optics. So now I would like Khizar Saab to kindly uh, say something about the objectives and the vision of this program. Over to you, Khizar Saab.
Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Thank you, बहुत shukriya uh, for the kind introduction to your kind self and to Ms. Dr. Lalarukh. This initiative is a collaboration between IBA and Sindh Enterprise Development Fund to support, as you rightly mentioned, the entrepreneurial ecosystem and entrepreneurs in the province of Sindh. This is one of a kind initiative, uh, and it's an acceleration program for startups that already have an MPV or early revenue. The focus is on scaling and optimizing revenue models, strengthening unit economics, and preparing for investment, not idea validation. So, uh, we have seen a lot of startups coming up, and the government supporting them through different ventures, through different access to finance and scalability model. Um, but how this program is different is because what we do is we have an academics with us, joining hands with us, and we provide training and mentorship for a period of around 6 months, in which you will be trained and scaled up to the right level. And once that is finished, then the government of Sindh has some substantial fund in their kitty where we will ask you to present to us with your idea, and we will be giving out funding to you. So the most important thing what our startups face is access to finance, and that's what my belief is. And the second thing is the right mentorship and the right training and the right guidance. So over here with this program, you're getting both of them. You're getting the right guidance through the IDA and access to finance. The government is going to Sindh is going to provide you through Sindh Enterprise Development Fund. Not just that, as mentioned previously, government of Sindh basically supports the entire ecosystem for entrepreneurs. So going forward, if you have any teething problem in the future related to your taxes, your utilities, the land you require, any sort of NOCs from any government departments to upscale your uh, business, then Sindh Enterprise Development Fund through Government of Sindh is going to support you in your venture, and we'll make sure that whoever is coming in, we are not taking you on board just for the sake of it, that we train you, we give you money, and you go out and you just start your business. We are going to be hand holding you um, throughout your journey, and we would like to see people ending up having the vision of making their business into a unicorn. For that, the government of Sindh is committed, Sindh Enterprise Development Fund is committed, and I'm sure IBA is committed. And the entire ecosystem is also committed to ensure that people who have the vision, who have the capacity and the capability, um, uh, and we will be happy to support them throughout their journey. So this is what I wanted to share with you. What's in Enterprise Development Fund had the vision of starting this accelerator program, which is one of its kind. So I urge all of you to apply as much as you can, make the most of it, spread out the word, uh, and we are here to support you and help you. Thank
Thank you, Khizar Saab, for sharing such useful insights regarding the background and the objectives of this program. And now there is another leader who is here, our very own Dr. Lalarukh Ejaz, the director of the Center for Entrepreneurial Development at IBA Karachi. Dr. Lalarukh Ejaz, we welcome you to this session. Dr. Lalarukh Ejaz holds a PhD from the University of Southampton and is a Babson-trained entrepreneurship educator. Through her leadership, we have consistently built programs that do more than launching startups. They build scalable and sustainable businesses. Dr. Lalur, over to you regarding the objectives and this, like the background and the vision as far as CED is concerned.
Thank you so much, Talha. Thank you, Khizar Saab, for joining. Uh, Personally, I am very, very excited about this program. It's very dear to me. 3 years ago, I took on this position of the director for the Center of Entrepreneurial Development. And I wanted to start a very structured incubation program. And with the help of my team, we were able to do it. But the dream was an accelerator, and the Sindh government has helped us live this dream today. So we are thrilled, we are excited. We had a very clear vision and clear direction from the SEDF and the partnership with Khizar Pervaiz Saab. And we wanted to build an accelerator which is on global standards, and that is exactly what we've done. It is a very unique program in itself, one of its kind, because first time in Sindh and perhaps first time across Pakistan in which there is government, private sector, and academia partnership happening to help the startups from Sindh catalyze capital inflow and then scale fast and represent not just Sindh but Pakistan at a global scale. So we are very, very excited because this creates an opportunity of wealth creation, of upward mobility, and this is open to startups all across Sindh. But like Talha said right at the beginning, that we are very, very inclusive, and we've curated this program very carefully where we are looking at representation of women-led startups and also startups who are run by founders that may be differently abled, or if a startup is creating solutions for people who are differently abled or for women and is targeting underserved areas. So we want to support these startups, and we are looking to scale them. So we are very excited, and we really hope that you are one of the applicants to the program. Over to you, Tala. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lalur, for sharing the insights regarding the background and the vision of this program as far as CED is concerned. Now, I will be moving on towards the program overview. So, Kazim, I would request you to please switch on the slides. I hope that the slides are visible to everyone. Okay, so this is a program overview. So let's talk about what makes this program different. We know that incubation supports early stage ideas, but acceleration builds companies and paves a pathway for unicorns. The Sindh Acceleration Program focuses specifically on revenue stage startups, founders who have traction, customers, proof of concept, and are ready to grow and scale. This is a co created initiative bringing together academia, the public sector, and the private industry in a way we rarely see in Pakistan. So, this program will include a rigorous selection process, tailored diagnostic sessions, targeted capacity building sessions, dedicated mentorship, investor and ecosystem exposure and support, structured monitoring, and post program support. The goal is clear: to prepare Sindh based startups to compete nationally and globally while creating jobs, strengthening industries, and contributing meaningfully to Sindh's economic future. This is about building companies that last. So, this program will enable the startup founders to strengthen their business model while validating their products and services through customers and industry experts, and become enable to be like become enabled to pitch in front of investors and in front of the collaborators, while also the program has been aligned with SDGs goals, so that the responsibility and the building will be in such a way that the startup founders will build solutions which are responsible as far as sustainability is concerned. And one more important aspect of this program is that the activities and the training sessions and all will be very hands on. There will be real time outcomes and market exposure and real time marketing activity and customer centric approach and other things. So this program will be very hands on. Please move on, Kazim. Yeah. So there are three core dimensions of this program. Number one is the business and market. So this program, as we know, there are different aspects as far as the startups are concerned, but three important aspects are the customers, value proposition, and the revenue model. So this program will enable the startup founders to have like insights regarding their customers profiles, to have their customers have a customer centric approach, strengthen their value proposition as far as their products and services are concerned, and have a robust revenue model so that they can have revenues on recurring basis, on annual basis, on monthly basis. So this program will enable the startup founder to achieve that. The second core dimension of this program is the execution and growth. Once the foundation has been laid, the startup founders will be made to attend the sessions which are customized and tailored as far as the execution and growth of the startups are concerned. So they will be provided the training regarding the growth, pitching to investors, scalability, marketing, partnerships, negotiation skills, and other things. And the third core dimension of this program is the founder and team readiness. We know that the pillar of any startup is the founding team. So for us, it is very, very important to have a strong founder who have resilience, who have like commitment. So this program will build the startup founders through soft skills and through business trainings, and that they will have that capability to negotiate with the investors, with the potential partners, have strong sales pitching capability, and also are ready to pitch in front of any investors. Yes, please move on. So the duration of this program is 8 months. Right now we are at the phase one, which is planning and induction. Program the launch it was launched in January 2026, and right now we are in Feb. The deadline for registration is 1st of March 2026. So startups are we have circulated this information through our social media handles, through our website, and through WhatsApp groups as well. So startups are eligible to apply, and the deadline is 1st of March. Shortlisted startups will be the shortlisting of startups will be done in the first week of March 2026, and on the basis of that shortlisting, the startups will go through a 3-day assessment lab in which the startups will be tested and assessed on the basis of their compatibility, business acumen, adaptability, collaboration, team building approach, and importantly, entrepreneurial approach. On the basis of those assessment, after like 3 days lab assessment, the startups will be finalized in the form of cohort, which will be done in the end of March 2026. We will select around 20 to 25 startups for cohort one. Please move on. So the second phase of this program is Accelerate. It will be of 5 months, and it will start from need assessment and journey mapping. So the selected startups founders will be made to sit with our startup consultants and the team, and they will tell us about their needs, which could be anything like uh, technical integration, business development, product development, team building, financial management, regarding anything which they are facing, and they need support from IBCD and through this program. So we will map their journey accordingly, and on the basis of that, we will assign a mentor to each startup, which will be an industry mentor, and around 8 to 10 hours of mentoring will be provided to each startup. Total of 100 mentoring hours will be there. Please keep it. Yeah. And there will be a customized training sessions as well. The duration of the training sessions will be 50 hours, and the trainers will be the from the IBA faculty and industry leaders who will be like giving training to startup founders regarding business skills and soft skills, and also they will be making sure that startups will keep on track as well. And the fourth important aspect of this accelerate phase is the milestone reporting. Milestone reporting is important aspect as it will keep the startup founders on track. It will have like accountability and check on the startup as well as on the management team as well. So we will be tracking the progress of the startups through milestone meetings, which will be there will be multiple milestone meetings which will take place during this 5 months of period. The startup founders will sit with the team and the startup consultants. They will tell us, and we will mutually agree to those milestones, and then the startup founders will achieve those milestones, and they will come back and present, and this process will continue till the end of the program. And lastly, in this accelerate phase, there will be Connect Plus. At IBA CD, we offer different kind of offerings on regular basis to our incubatees, to our different students. So those offerings in the form of like we offer iTalk series, iVenture, iBazaar. So these are like different entrepreneurial opportunities in which we connect the startup founders to to the industry leaders through different sessions, through networking and marketing opportunities, selling opportunities. So startup founders will be able to become part of those offerings as well. Please move on. So after this phase two, the phase three will be showcasing and scaling. There will be two important aspects in this phase: the demo day and the showcasing. On the demo day, the startup founders will pitch in front of the jury members comprising of investors, the industry leaders, like jury members from SEDF, IBCD, and larger ecosystem. So they will pitch what they have been trained and what they have been progressed through this program. They will showcase their traction in the form of the customers they have made, the revenues they have generated, the partnerships they have built, collaborations they have made, and also in their readiness for investment in front of the investors. And the second phase of this uh, phase three will be the showcasing. So the startup founders will be made to showcase their products and services in front of donors, in front of investors, and collaborate larger stakeholders. And also, startup founders will get an opportunity, as Khizar Saab has mentioned initially, that they will get an opportunity to interact with potential investors as well, so that they can have that opportunity regarding financing of their startups. Please move on. Now, the eligibility criteria. This program is mainly for the startups who are based out of Sindh or are registered in Sindh. They have a minimum viable product or are at revenue phase or at early revenue phase. Startups who are working in emerging and contemporary technologies and fields like deep tech, AI, fintech, agri-tech, and other fields. The startup should have at least two committed co-founders or the founding members, or the startup should be operating for 1 year, and the preference will be given to a startup which is registered with SECP. The startups founders should be fully committed to this program, and we will a preference will be given who will show the full commitment to this program. And another important aspect is that accommodation will be provided to outstation startups, as this program will be running at IBA Karachi. So outstation participants will gain accommodation, but the traveling cost will not be covered. Please move on. So
Sorry,
the commit.
I just want to add over here. I think we are also giving some sort of device like laptop or something for
Okay.
one startup each. So if you would like to mention that as well.
Thank you, Khizar Saab. So, electronic gadgets in the form of laptop and will also be provided to the selected founders. Thank you for this, Khizar Saab. So, the founder commitment is very, very important. So, we are seeking for the founders who are resilient, committed, and who are ready to like attend 80% of the sessions, comprising of the training sessions and the mentoring sessions and meetups and milestone meetings. And also they are ready to engage with the peers and mentors and partners. So commitment, resilience is very, very important for the startup founders. Please move on. So this is the last slide, and this is the call to action. So we have shared this information, or have been sharing this information through our social media channels. We have shared on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on our website, through our WhatsApp channels. So the uh, startup founders who are at revenue phase or early revenue phase have their MVP ready. They can apply for this program, and also they can share this opportunity in their circle as well. Yeah. So with this, I conclude the presentation, and now we will move to the Q&A session. And for that, I would like Dr. Lalarukh and Mr. Khizar Saab as well to contribute in the questions as well. So we have some questions here in the comment box. Okay, so we have like comments as well, and Mr. Ahmed Iqbal is here, who is saying that first of all, thank you, Ahmed Saab, for joining and for your remarks. And you have said that you are ready to support for this cause, and how can you support you? So I would like Dr. Lalarukh to, if you can, like answer or reply to Ahmed
Thank
Saab.
you so much. Unfortunately, the question is not visible to me, but I'm sure you could join, and you have contributed by joining also. And in this specific phase, Ahmed Saab, we would request you to push this message forward across to whoever you know. If there are startups, young entrepreneurs, innovative ideas, startups that you are aware, those who are working, especially if you know women startups. We would, if you could spread the word, that would be a great service to the program and a great service to the organizations who are trying do this wonderful work, and that would be of great help. And of course, as the program progresses, we will reach out to partners who would want to be a part of the program, come in attendance, would like to come and view what the startups are doing while they present. We would be extending invitations to people like yourself.
Thank you, Dr. Lalarukh. So there is another question: how this acceleration program, Sindh Acceleration Program, is different from the incubation program.
So
So
yeah,
yeah,
I mean, if Khizar wants to take this, otherwise I can.
Khizar Saab, you want to add
No,
something?
I think you'll be a better person to answer these because you've been dealing with them. So,
So incubation is just when startups are at their ideation stage, and they are pre-revenue. They're just thinking about what they want to do, or are at a very, very early stage. And an incubation journey is longer, um, whereas and of course, when you graduate from an incubation, you reach your minimum viable product stage. So you reach the stage where you enter the market and you start selling. Whereas an accelerator, you start from that point. So you already have a product, you already have a viable product, you have earned revenue. Now you're looking for growth, you're looking to scale. So your level of commitment, obviously, in an accelerator, and your level of clarity in an accelerator, and the kind of engagement and the kind of support you need in an accelerator program is completely different from what an incubator can offer. And you'd be happy to know that there are not many accelerator programs. This is one of its kind in Pakistan. So this is a very, very unique and exciting opportunity, because very solid organizations are coming and holding their hands to offer you this program, which is completely free. So the government is, really offering you manna from the heaven. It's up to you to take it. And why do they want to do it? They want to do it because, of course, they want the startups and the population of the country to be developed, to grow, to make a dent in the economy, to create employment, to represent internationally, to make us proud. And that's how the circle works, or the cycle works. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Lalu. So there are different participants who are like commending regarding this program. Uh, there's another question: what tangible outcomes can startups expect?
So, of course, I think we covered this right at the beginning also, where Khizar Sahab was also talking about it. But the tangible benefits for startups, first and foremost, you understand that it's fast track growth, it's advanced entrepreneurship and market validation tools that will be given. It's a very comprehensive and need driven mentorship from established mentors from the industry who are working in the space that the startups would be working. So it is actually mentor and startup matchmaking that determines the kind of mentorship you will be getting. Extensive industry linkages. Of course, there is investment readiness, which is a part of the deliverable of the program, but you also get a grant from the government, also get support in terms of assets, in terms of laptops and the space. It's world class space that is being offered, the environment that you work in. So it's a very unique program, and there are a lot of tangible outcomes, and a few of them I've mentioned.
Thank you, Dr. Lalu. There is another question from Anwar Ulak. Thank you, Anwar Saab, for joining. So he has asked that what would be the equity model?
You are lucky, Anwar Saab, if you're considering applying. There is no equity model in this program. It is just, these are something that are being offered. There's no equity being taken. The ownership remains with the startups. So, again, one of a kind program and an opportunity.
Thank you. So the another question, yeah,
How
how
competitive?
competitive is the selection process?
The selection process is highly competitive. The seats are limited. We are looking for 15 startups from Sindh. We will, but if the applications are very, very good, we can expand the number to 20, but we can't go above that number. So it's definitely a very competitive process. And so I think you really need to apply soon, and also apply carefully, because the question and the form that has been shared with you, and I'm sure it will be shared in the link once the session is over also, is very carefully curated to select the top of the top from Sindh. So, it is a competitive process.
So there is another question someone has asked: if the startup is not based out of mainly from the Sindh, but not based out of Sindh, so in that case, what is that startup is eligible to apply?
Yes, of course. We encourage startups who are not from Karachi, if that's what you're asking. Of course, we are based in Karachi, but this program is for Sindh based startups. It's not Karachi's accelerator program, it's Sindh Accelerator Program, and Karachi is part of Sindh. And we want equal representation. We want representation from all parts of Sindh, far flung areas away from Karachi, areas that are not as developed, but they are contributing so much, and we welcome them, and we really want to see the applications other than Karachi also. Not saying that we don't want them from Karachi. Of course, we want them from Karachi too.
Thank you. So there is another question: will non-selected startups will receive the feedback?
This is not a part of the program, so there's no formal mechanism of giving feedback to startups that have not been selected. But with the IBA CED, we've always been an organization that is very open, and we can provide informal feedback. If somebody asks us for feedback, we would be happy to provide it, but it is not a part of this program. So, other than that, as a Center for Entrepreneurial Development of IBA, we welcome you with open arms. Ask us whatever, and as and when we have the space to accommodate your questions, we will reach out and we will let you know.
So there is another question that what about the assessment lab before final cohort selection? So what is the like format and the reason for like going through the process of assessment lab for the startup
So
founders?
there is a three days of an assessment lab before the formal cohort commences, and in that assessment, it's a 3 day intensive program where we will be assessing the startups on their team dynamics, on their commitment to the program, on their availability, and on their openness to receiving the training and the mentorship and the feedback, and how agile they are. So there are different metrics on which they will be tested. Not just tested, don't think of it as a test, think of it as an exercise, which is a developmental exercise where we actually see if you match well with the program, and you also get a chance to see and work with startups from other areas and see whether you match well with the program or not.
Dr. Lalarukh, there are so many questions which are like coming up. So thank you for answering all those questions. There's another question. Is this program limited to Sindh province only or from Punjab? Any entrepreneur can participate?
Now this question,
Khizar Saab?
जी जी done. This program is limited to enterprises for enterprises in Sindh only. But if somebody is in Punjab but is uh, the effect of the programs are in Sindh, यानी सिंध के अंदर अगर कुछ सेटअप करते हैं वो कराची में भी हो सकता है, इंटीरियर सिंध में भी हो सकता है, तो वो यू कैन लुक इनटू इट. बट मेनली दिस प्रोग्राम इज फॉर सिंध स्टार्टअप्स एंड accelerators.
yeah.
Thank you. So there is another question. What is the SEDF's role in this program? What support can we expect from SEDF? Yes, Khizar Saab,
सामने
I
से
think.
ऐसे
Yeah.
डीएफ किया जी, बट
जी जी, मैंने जिस तरह शुरू में फरमाया था कि ये प्रोग्राम रोल आउट किया ही SCDF ने है, but the our main partner is IBA in this. Without their support, this could not have happened, and we are initiating this. So we are providing access to finance in this. And जिस तरह मैंने शुरू में फरमाया कि जब आप एक बार ये इस प्रोग्राम से इंक्यूबेट होके एक्सेलरेट होके आप निकलेंगे 6 महीने के बाद, जो इस प्रोग्राम का टेन्योर है, उसके बाद यू आर गोइंग टू पिच टू अस एंड वी आर गोइंग टू प्रोवाइडिंग यू फंडिंग. The funding might not be as much as you require, but it will be something that you can start. आपकी जो टीथिंग प्रॉब्लम्स हैं या कुछ इश्यूज हैं या फाइनेंस से रिलेटेड, वो रिजॉल्व हो सकते हैं. इसके अलावा SCDF इज गोइंग टू मेक श्योर दैट आपको इस पूरी जर्नी के अंदर आपकी हैंड होल्डिंग करे. आपको आगे जाके अगर फंडिंग की ज़रूरत हो या आपको NOCs की ज़रूरत हो या आपको लैंड की ज़रूरत हो, बीइंग द गवर्नमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, द फोकल पॉइंट the investment department, we are going to support you in whatever way possible to make sure that your entity, your enterprise is uh, में जो करना चाहती है वो कर अपने पाए तकमील तक पहुंचे इंशाल्लाह.
Thank you. Thank you for this answer. So there is another question. Will startups receive laptops from the government if selected? Yes, Khizar Saab, this is
Yes,
again.
I think Khizar Saab has already answered this.
Yeah.
You have already answered this. Yes, the selected startups, the startup will be receiving laptop.
Yeah.
One
And they
laptop.
will be receiving it from of this consortium we have. It's a tripartite agreement between SEDF, IBA, and Sapphire Consulting. So they will be providing you with the laptops.
Yeah.
Thank you. So there are like different participants who are like again uh, saying that they are like grateful to the SEDF and IBCD and Sapphire Consulting for initiating this program. There's another question. Is there post-program investor engagement?
Yes, so I'll take this one. Of course, there is the entire premise of the program is that, the linkages between the startups and the investors develop. Of course, the program culminates into a demo day, and in the demo day, we invite the investor fraternity as well. But remember that but you will be presenting to SEDF, and you will be getting whatever the amount of grant is dependent on your performance from the government. But on top of that, you will get excessive um, time with the investors and an opportunity to pitch to them. They will be hearing your pitches, and whoever it's an opportunity to make connections with them and raise fund from that angle also.
Thank you. I think we can take one or two more questions. Uh, yeah, so there is another question. What tips can you give those applying? What is being looked for in the application?
So I think we've already covered that. The presentation will be shared with you also. The recording of this webinar will also be available. So make sure that you go through it, because the entire application process and what is the kind of commitment we require from the applicants, that is covered in detail. But let me tell you that the application process is very carefully curated to select the best startups from Sindh.
Okay, so there is another question from Ali Ehsan. Thank you, Ali, for joining and putting this question. He's saying that can the Sindh Accelerator Program actually help manufacturing startups secure land and fast track approvals in export processing zone and specialized economic zones beyond standard incentives? Yes,
I
I think
think
Khizar sir, it
Khizar
pertains
would
to
like.
you.
Ji, we do have special economic zones. Uh, the primary special economic zone which is functional right now is in Khairpur. So if your startup is something which requires that kind of इसकी ज़रूरत है कि वो स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक ज़ोन में हो और एक्सपोर्ट करना चाह रही हो। देखिए स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक ज़ोन में तो आपको जो है वो गवर्नमेंट से ये इंसेंटिव है कि 10 साल की टैक्स की छूट है और आप अगर कोई भी अ अ, मशीनरी मंगवाते हैं तो उसपे 0% ड्यूटी है फॉर वन टाइम। दिस इज़ फॉर द स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक ज़ोन। नाउ फॉर द स्पेशल टेक्नोलॉजी ज़ोन जिसका हमारे पास यहाँ पे नेस्टप में है कराची में और मेरा ख्याल है अभी सनसेट पे भी वो डिफेंस लाइब्रेरी है वो भी एक एसटीजी उसको हुआ हुआ है। तो उधर अगर आप करते हैं तो उधर भी यही आपको इंसेंटिव मिलता है कि 10 साल की टैक्स की छूट है और अगर आप कोई भी आईटी इक्विपमेंट या सॉफ्टवेयर कोई इस तरह की चीज़ मंगवाते हैं तो इस पे आपको 0% ड्यूटी है। तो अगर इसमें आप करना चाह रहे हैं और आपको लग रहा है कि आपका जो प्रोजेक्ट है या प्रोग्राम है वो इतना स्केल होगा और उससे इकोनॉमी को फायदा होगा और सोशियो इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट होगा, तो ज़रूर हम आपको सपोर्ट करेंगे। एसईडीएफ आपको सपोर्ट करेगा। अगर खैरपुर में लैंग्वेज एक्विजिशन करनी है या एसटीजी के अंदर किसी में करनी है तो वी विल डेफिनेटली सपोर्ट यू। हमारी एक और स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक जोन आ रही है वो धाबी जी के अंदर है, नॉट फार अवे फ्रॉम कराची। इट इज 1.5 hour ड्राइव। सो वंस वो भी आना शुरू हो जाएगी तो उसके बारे में भी हम आपको पता चलेंगे, लेकिन वो उसको अभी थोड़ा टाइम है आने में। तो हम जो भी आपको ज़रूरत है जोन्स की या इंडस्ट्रियल पार्क्स की, वी विल डेफिनेटली आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट आप प्लीज़ हमें बता सकते हैं, डायरेक्टली भी बता सकते हैं, थ्रू आईबीए भी बता सकते हैं और हम आपको उसको अंदर बिल्कुल सपोर्ट करेंगे सर।
Thank you, Khizar sir, for this response.
Talha, I just wanted to take the previous question. I just wanted to elaborate that selection criteria का अगर हम broadly बात करें तो हम हमारा जो form है, the intake form that's built on traction, growth strategy, revenue model, team compatibility, and the MVP. And of course, like I said, that हम फोकस कर रहे हैं ऐसे स्टार्टअप्स को जो कि तकरीब कम से कम 1 साल से काम कर रहे हैं, और हम प्रेफर करते हैं कि अगर वो जब रजिस्टर्ड हों तो अच्छा है, बट दैट्स नॉट अ डील ब्रेकर। वी आर ऑल्सो लुकिंग फॉर वुमेन रन स्टार्टअप्स और स्टार्टअप्स दैट आर अफेक्टिंग that are solving problems for women, startups that are led by differently able individuals or solving or providing solutions for differently able individuals, and startups from underrepresented areas of Sindh. That is important to us. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Lalarukh. I think we can take one last question if there is any. In the meanwhile, Daulat Prakash has he has sent the comment. It is amazing. I appreciate you all IBA faculties and especially Ma'am Lalarukh and Sir Khizar. I'm requesting that please support needy students, startups. We have lots of hidden talents. Thanks.
Yes,
Thank you,
आप
Daulat.
बिल्कुल अप्लाई करें दौलत, ज़रूर अप्लाई करें, और अगर आप क्राइटेरिया पे मीट करेंगे तो बिल्कुल आपको बहुत सपोर्ट मिलेगी।
इस पे मैं एक चीज ऐड करना चाहूंगा, जो दौलत साहब ने बात किया, जितने भी पार्टिसिपेंट्स सुन रहे हैं और जो पूछ रहे हैं कि आप, जो मेरी रिक्वेस्ट होगी, जो इंटीरियर सिंध के अंदर, रूरल सिंध के अंदर जो लोग देख रहे हैं, सुन रहे हैं, या जो अप्लाई करने चाह रहे हैं, जो कराची के भी लोग हैं, वो प्लीज वर्ड ऑफ माउथ के थ्रू, जो हमारे जो भाई हैं, बहन हैं, बच्चे हैं, जो हैदराबाद में है या कश्मीर में है, घोटकी में है, नवाबशाह में है, और जो ये करना चाह रहे हैं, जिनके पास अब तक इस तरह की कोई सहूलियत मौजूद नहीं है, या जो करना, वो प्लीज इसको अप्लाई करें। ये प्रोग्राम आप लोगों के लिए डिजाइन किया गया है। इसमें हमने अकोमोडेशन भी डाली हुई है, इसमें हमने सपोर्ट भी डाली हुई है। तो प्लीज इसको जितना आप फैला सकते हैं इंटीरियर सिंध में, रूरल सिंध के बच्चों को, तो उनको प्लीज आप बताएं ताकि वो इससे अवेल कर सकें।
Thank you. So I think we can take the last question, which is like, what is the mentor selection criteria? Asif
अच्छा,
Iqbal Saab has asked this question.
आसिफ साहब, सबसे पहले तो स्टार्टअप सेलेक्ट होंगे, फिर उनकी एक वक्त आता है, एक टाइम, आई मीन इन द जर्नी देयर इज अ टाइम व्हेन द वी विल बी लुकिंग एट योर नीड असेसमेंट, सो देयर विल बी an entire need assessment exercise, and after the needs are identified, we will match the mentors to the kind of need that has evolved from the assessment. So there is an entire matchmaking process. हम पहले से mentors की assignment नहीं करेंगे, ये आप लोगों के प्रोग्राम के अंदर आने के बाद और थोड़ा अंडरस्टैंड करने के बाद कि व्हाट आर द एरियाज ऑफ इम्प्रूवमेंट, वी विल बी रीचिंग आउट टू relevant mentors, and then and that's how matchmaking is done.
Thank you, Dr. Lalarukh. So now I think we have to move to the closing session, and as we are moving towards conclusion, I would like to ask Mr. Khizar Pervaiz and Dr. Lalarukh Ejaz for their concluding remarks. मिस्टर खिजर साहब, अगर आप अपने कंक्लूडिंग रिमार्क्स दे सकें।
जी जी, मैं बिल्कुल दे देता हूँ।
जी,
जितना मैंने पहले फरमाया, दिस इज वन ऑफ इट्स काइंड प्रोग्राम dedicated and designed for the enterprises and entrepreneurs of the Sindh province. I would like you and request you all to make the most of it. This government of Sindh is committed to support, under their dynamic leadership, to support enterprises and entrepreneurs in the province of Sindh. इसके अंदर हमने एक्सेस टू फाइनेंस का एलिमेंट भी डाला हुआ है और बहुत सी चीजें डाली हैं, और सिंध एंटरप्राइज डेवलपमेंट फंड को ये मिला ही और इनिशिएट करने के लिए इस वजह से, ताकि हम हैंड होल्डिंग कर सकें आपकी थ्रू आउट द जर्नी। So we have a great partner, Sapphire Consulting and IBA, of course. So I would request you all to make the most of it. You have the details, whoever apply, आप प्लीज अप्लाई करें। उसके बाद अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम होती है या कोई इश्यूज होते हैं, या वैसे ही आपने SEDF के पास आना है अपने किसी प्रोजेक्ट को लेके या सपोर्ट करने के लिए, तो वी आर हैप्पी टू हेल्प यू। द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ सिंध इज कमिटेड टू हेल्प द एंटरप्राइजेज ऑफ सिंध। थैंक यू।
thank you, Khizar साहब, for like concluding remarks. Yes, Dr. Lalarukh, over to you for concluding
Thank
remarks.
you, Talha. Thank you, Khizar Saab, for joining also and for this invaluable partnership. And thank you also to Sapphire Consulting, who are also our partners in this program. I would request that you guys, please, whether your idea is from health tech, fintech, climate, agri-tech, you're looking at e-commerce, you know, if it's mobility related, media, entertainment, whatever it is, this program is open. Please make sure that you apply and your friends and your circle, the information goes out. Anybody you think will be able to benefit from the program, please make sure that they are aware it is a valuable opportunity, and please make sure that you make the most of it. And we look forward to receiving your applications, and we look forward to working with you and welcoming you in Karachi. Thank you
Thank
so
you, Dr.
much.
Lalarukh, for these concluding remarks. And thank you, everyone, for joining and asking such insightful questions. And a special thanks to the Sindh government, SEDF, Mr. Khizar Pervaiz, IBA CED, Sapphire Consulting, Dr. Lalarukh Ejaz for providing such an extraordinary platform for all of us. सो लास्टली आई वुड लाइक टू से कि इस प्रोग्राम की जो रजिस्ट्रेशन डेडलाइन है दैट इज 1st of March. प्लीज स्प्रेड दिस वर्ड. वी हैव सर्कुलेटेड द मार्केटिंग मैसेज ऑन आवर ऑल सोशल मीडिया हैंडल्स, on WhatsApp groups as well. Deadline is 1st of March. Thank you for joining again. Thank you. We are signing off.
Thank you.